Today's video is a little different from my usual sewing and knitting tutorial, but also very much connected. I'm Henry, the pattern designer behind Sewillow. I wanted to invite you to a secret little tour of the space where many of my ideas begin, our garden. It's a quiet retreat behind our late Edwardian home here in Rutland near the centre of England. The house was built during the First World War, and the garden is a pretty typical town garden from that era. Narrow, long, and hidden behind the row of brick houses in our small market town. In May, the garden is mostly green, with just a few white blooms and the first hints of California poppies beginning to open. Everything here is slightly behind the season, thanks to our North-Westerly aspect. But it's always exciting waiting for the blooms to catch up. There's no lawn here. Instead, we've chosen to lay pea shingle for the walking and seating areas and include wide garden beds spilling over with layers of plants and greenery. Our rescue dog likes to drink from the little pond we've made in a zinc tub, nestled among the trees and the ferns. It's one of his favorite spots. We've created much of the garden ourselves after some advice from the garden designer Guy Petheram. We even built the shed ourselves. Our deck chairs hang on the front when not in use, always ready for a cup of tea in the afternoon sun. There's also a tiny lean-to greenhouse where I raise just a few seedlings each year, enough to feel connected to the rhythm of the seasons. We garden with a no-dig method, no pesticides or chemicals, and a strong respect for the wildlife who choose to share the space with us. The plants are chosen to suit the soil and to stand their ground against the slugs. In winter, we leave the ornamental grasses and seed heads standing, food and shelter for birds through the colder months. In early spring, they come and strip what they need to build their nests. It's a quiet kind of joy to watch. When I'm not designing, sewing, or working on freelance projects, I often sit out here with yarn or fabric in my hands. It's not always about producing. Sometimes it's just about being still enough to notice a leaf or the exact shade of a shadow. That's where most of my patterns begin. The basket bag you'll see glimpses of here was shaped by this space, not just in its looks, but its pace, its layers and textures. Creativity often comes when I stop rushing, and the garden helps me remember how. Thank you for stepping into this quiet space with me. If you'd like to see more of the garden, like when the roses bloom or the hydrangea heads appear, or maybe a little tour of the greenhouse, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to share more if you'd like to see it. Until next time, I hope your creativity grows where you make space for it, and I hope the space inspires you.